While Sergio Leone was filming A Fistful of Dollars, another Italian director, who had worked with Leone on his first feature, The Colossus of Rhodes, was working on his first entry in the genre. Minnesota Clay was not a success for Sergio Corbucci, who would helm 4 more westerns over the next year. One of these films would dramatically impact the genre and kickstart Corbucci's career.
Django, you must face another day.
Django was released on April 6, 1966. Another reworking of Yojimbo, it sees Franco Nero's titular hero, dragging a coffin behind his back, arrive in a remote town embroiled in a conflict between 2 factions, Major Jackson's white supremacist redshirts and Mexican revolutionaries led by José Bodelo's General Hugo Rodriguez. After wiping out Jackson's men with the machine gun he carries in his coffin, Django joins up with Rodriguez to steal the Major's gold, which he plans to abscond with himself. Unlike the Man with No Name, Django has a personal interest in the conflict, as his wife was murdered by Jackson long ago.
Forse l'unica cosa che contava veramente.
Te l'hanno uccisa gli uomini di Jackson?
Me l'hanno uccisa.
E dove ti trovavi tu quando è successo?
Lontano.
Loredana Nucciax Maria, a prostitute who Django saves from Jackson's men, falls for him and tries to convince him to leave town with her.
Django, che cosa te ne importa? Insieme cominceremo un'esistenza nuova. Io ti aiuterò a dimenticare. Io ti amo, Django.
L'amore me lo sono lasciato dietro tanti anni fa. Ora già.
In the end, Django is caught by Hugo's men, who trample his hands with their horses. During the climax, he is left to face Jackson in this crippled state. The movie has a unique look and feel. It was filmed in the Elios film set outside of Rome. The dilapidated western town, designed by Carlo Simi, was mud-infested, and the sky was overcast for much of the shoot. Because of this, many of the shots were underexposed, giving Django a look reminiscent of Italian neo-realist films such as Bicycle Thieves. The wardrobe, again designed by Carlo Simi, has an incredibly worn and impoverished appearance. All of this combines to give the film a desolate and oppressive atmosphere. Corbucci's films tend to have a social or political message. Images of racism and racial oppression permeate this film. The director also tended to focus on tragic heroes, and his films are often brutal. Django was banned in the UK until 1993 because of its violent content. It did not receive a wide release in the US until 1972, under the title Django. George Lucas created the character Jango Fett from Star Wars as a reference to this.
Ho domandato quanti uomini hai.
Franco Nero was only 23 when he played Django. The film made his career, and he became one of the genre's biggest stars after this. He would go on to make 2 more films with Corbucci, The Mercenary and Compañeros. Django was a major success in Italy, and an even bigger one in Germany. As a result of this, many spaghetti westerns threw Django into the title to cash in on the film's success. Countless unofficial sequels were released, but Nero returned only once for an official sequel in 1987. Takashi Miike's Sukiyaki Western Django and Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained were both inspired, at least in part, by this film, with Nero appearing as a cameo in Django Unchained.
What's your name?
Django.